I'm live. Imagine that. I am live here at the headquarters of Hunter Labs. Let's see, Sam's Radio and TV Repair, Sam's Electronics, this old radio. Um, just taking some time to Sunday afternoon. It's pleasant outside for a change, and cleaning the shop. It outside the door here is nothing but leaves. I need to build a little porch so I can have a way to when I come from the yard or whatever, I can have a place to knock all the leaves and dirt off my feet before I come in the door. So uh, I really wish I would have ordered a bigger building. This building is full. I have no more room. Everything is packed. You can see everything is. I have no room for nothing else. Um, see if I can make this work. Move me around here a little bit. Starting from my computer desk, the door, as you can see, is right here. Let's see how far I can get with this. As you can see, there's the leaves. There's my entrance. This floor is nasty. And as we walk around, let's see, there is my work table for like if I work on big things, I can roll it around. Really hadn't used it. It's been storing stuff more than anything else. There's that Zenith Oceanic, right, Transoceanic right there that I got going. Honestly, don't have a use for it. Let's see, there's my storage, more storage under there, tubes and stuff in this area right here. All my test equipment right there, from this side all the way over there. I have no room for nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. I don't like the way it's set up. I got an audio oscillator right here with a matching AC voltmeter right there. But that is just so far over to the side that it needs to be over here. But honest to God, don't know where I'm gonna move this stuff to. I have no room to do what I want to do. Let's see, and then my toolbox right there, as you can see, a lot of manuals and stuff and paperwork and stuff, documentation and mess like that right there. Down here is my meager little 16 millimeter film collection, and I just hate to get rid of it. A bunch of cartoons over here. I got a few movies over here. Let's see, moving on. There is the Atwater Kent that I was working on last year. That I need to finish the case, but honestly don't know how to do that. That's just not something I'm good at. And some of the stuff I'm showing you, these projects like the Transoceanic, this project, there's another Atwater Kent right here behind it. Behind that is the chassis for that little night amplifier. On top of that is a Radio Shack Pro 2001 scanner that I had to have. This shelf here, let's see, there's a Syncor oscilloscope. Right here is I forgot what that stupid thing was. Can't think of the name of it now, but it's a piece of test equipment for scanning. Anritsu, that's what it is. Anritsu uh, vector monitor, vector analyzer. Anyway, and down here is Kenwood oscilloscope. Right here is a HP digital Nixie 2 voltmeter. Friend let me see if I could repair it. Told him what it needed. He had to get me the parts. And here's storage junk here. Some of my laptops for programming Motorola's and my AIM 720 uh, vector analyzer. My Hickok 600A tube checker. Uh, various pieces and parts. Storage. More stuff up there. Get my finger oriented right. a bunch of test equipment there, all kinds of parts right there. I've spent a long time cataloging all this stuff. And oh, yeah, more junk up there. Moving on over. Let's see. Let me switch y'all around here. Switch hands so I ain't so backwards. There's my heater here. My Spectrum analyzer, my HP 8568. I believe that's the number of it. Spectrum analyzer. Air conditioner. More parts. Parts. Where are y'all? Parts. Printer. Parts. More parts. There's my network center for my internet. Right there, there's my worked off states. There's a blank wall there, which fixing to get reappropriated. And we'll take that poster down, put some shelves on there, so I can have a place to put all this junk, all these stupid little transistor radios. And there's my shop printer right there. There's that Radio Shack portable, auto portable, excuse me. My weather center right there that's broke. The outside unit's messed up. And oh yeah, there's my computer that I'm on right there, and the other one beside it's a NAS server that I built. There's that little Admiral black and white TV. I'll put it over here to the side, and my little True Tone AM FM. Yeah, I believe it's AM FM radio. There is a Tandy 1000 little computer, which actually works. There's in the green is the that little record player that I worked on here a while back. There's that Wavetech signal generator right there that we worked on here a while back. There's a Ike, I think that's an SSL projector right there, and then the RCA 400. I'm sorry, 16 millimeter projector, and something else behind that. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to over here. Front wall there. There's my monitor. There's all my paperwork, all my notes and stuff like that for projects. Monitor, junk. Let's see what else. So there's my little ham radio station right there. Let's see, my IC 7300. You know what that is? A tuner. My little watt meter behind that right there. Antenna rotator. Antenna switch right there. Let's see, and that's my little Yaesu FT4270, I think. A 2 meter 440. There's my plaque. A Vidicon right there. There's the Enterprise waiting to phaser all this junk down. Let's see. Let me get up here. There is my RCA clock, lighted clock. Oh, there's my worked off states. I forgot what that other thing was. Certificate of recognition. Whatever. Let's see. Let's go back here. There's my little whatnot shelf right there, as my mom used to call it. All my little trophies and stuff. My diploma from vocational school years ago. 35 millimeter 2,000 foot film reel. I love, that's one of my favorite styles right there. So, I got a lot of junk. I absolutely have absolutely nowhere else to put stuff. A storage building. My other work building is that red building that you see out there. That's where I do all my carpentry, metalwork, blah, blah, blah. It's full to the gills. I need this building to be as big as that building. It's too late now. Just too late. Make the best of what I can. But this leads me to hang on a second here. This leads me to a part a part of my life that I'm starting to think about retirement, think about what's going to happen further on in my life. Um, we've had this place for almost 5 years now, believe it or not. Um, I'm just about 62 years old. Um, but we bought this house on a 30-year note. I just don't see. I'd be almost 90 years old before I paid this thing off. And keep saying we're going to double the note, double the note. It never happens. Always something comes up. And now it's me and my wife. You know, bought a 3-bedroom house. It's just me and my wife here. 3-bedroom, two bath house. Well, things have happened. My son, or stepson, I call him my son. He is. He uh, he had issues with relationship he was in, so he wound up moving in with us. So now it locks us down to a 2-bedroom. 1 bedroom left. Then my granddaughter moved in with us. Won't get into why, and she had a baby. So now we have me and my wife, my grandson. Our son, our granddaughter, and our great grandson. So now our house is full. It's a very dynamic household, but I don't see how I can afford to pay for this. I'm going to retire in 5 to 6 years. I just can't work till I just can't. I'm going to work as long as I can because you know what happens. You stop working, you die. But still, the way my health is, I just don't see paying this house off living here. So got to start thinking of stuff like this shop right here. I love this shop. I love coming out here working, but I just don't know how many more years I can do this. Then it takes me to another thing. I've got all these radios, all these little portable these transistor radios. I got these big old um, Atwater Kents and all this kind of stuff. And yes, I love working on this stuff. When I get through with them, they sit there. I've got several scattered here. I've got a couple in the house, but they sit here. Once I fix and spend the time and money and energy on them, they sit here. Like this big Atwater Kent back here. I really have no desire to work on this thing anymore. So when talking about changes, I don't know what the change is going to be. I don't want to just go buy stuff, bring it home, repair it, set it on a shelf like these 8 little AM radios. I have 2 AM radio stations in town, and they're both the ones that I take care of. We have a third one, but it's went dark, as they say, or off the air. They're shelf queens. I have a box of these little transistor radios I hadn't even worked on yet. And if I fix this stuff, they sit around. And I don't like hoarding stuff. I don't like just having stuff. I have nowhere to display it. I have nowhere to put it. I got stuff in my office. I don't know what to do with this stuff. I don't know what to do. I love working on this stuff, and maybe I need to just work on stuff for people. So the way I can get it in here, wow, I worked on something, and give it back to them and hope they pay me. I don't know if I want to do that either. Been there, done that. So I don't know what I want to do with this channel. I like making videos. I haven't made one in a while. I'm sorry. Just that's why I'm doing these little lives. I don't know what to do. I kind of like working on stuff that I've always wanted to work on. But I just can't keep buying radios and bringing them home and just stuffing them in a corner somewhere or leaving them to rot. Next time I turn them on, they'd be wore out again. So I don't know what to do. I don't know the future of this channel. I was hoping one day I'd get at least 1,000 subscribers. But other ways, projects I've got going on right now. There's a lot of outdoor projects going on. Still have that project, multi-trans combined antenna system project for work. You know, in case you don't know, I work in the radio broadcast industry. I'm what they call a radio or broadcast engineer. And right now we bought a tower out in a location, and it's got three systems on it already, three antennas, broadcast antennas. And, two of them belong to one station or, one group, and another one belongs to another group. But we're wanting to move two of ours from different locations over there, which make five antennas. Well, the tower's not really rated for five antennas, so we decided to build a master antenna system. And what that means is I'll have five transmitters on one antenna. And it's just a great idea, I think, in theory. But same token, if something happens in an antenna system, now you have five stations off the air. So that's scary. So, needless to say, when I ordered all this equipment, or we ordered all this equipment, I have line monitors everywhere. I monitor VSWR. I will monitor VSWR on the antenna. Anything happens, I'll know about it. I'll monitor everything coming from each transmitter. I'll know when something goes wrong immediately. Uh, so that project is ongoing now that we've got this recession coming, thanks to the Democrats. Uh, some of this has been put on hold, so I don't know when I'll get to work on it and finish it. But anyway, the project's got home here is my ham station's been off the air for a long time. I've just barely been able to use certain antennas. I mean, I can do 2 meter, but not really fun. My HF rig, all I have is a vertical out there, and it doesn't work. It's a DX77. It's not the best radiator. It has problems. I had a 33-foot tower that had a Mosley T3 on it. Three band, three element uh, directional, beam antenna. It never worked. I've had problems with it since I bought it from somebody. So I bought a high gain, which probably a mistake, a TH3 Junior. So I've got that outside working on it, trying to get it straightened up. Um, Already have problems with it. I tried checking it on the ground, on my sweeping it to see how it responded, and it didn't work good at all. And I know it degrades it a little down on the ground, but when but still, it should try to be resonant. It just doesn't have. It just has a lot of reflected. The higher you get it up, the less the ground affects it, and it works better. But this thing wasn't resonant at all on the frequencies it was designed to operate on. Well, anyway, I found there's three. See, let me think. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. There's 12. 2, 4, 6, 18. There's 12 traps on this. There's 15-meter traps, 10-meter traps. How traps work on these antennas, the 15-meter trap, I'm sorry, the 10-meter trap is then lined first. So basically at 10 meters, which is 28 megahertz more or less, the elements past that is invisible. So that from the boom, which is the centerpiece, out, that's 10 meters. At 15 meters, the trap becomes a short. So then it goes up to what they call the 15-meter trap. So now the antenna is electrically longer. And then you go to 20 meters, which is 14 megahertz. Let's back up a minute. 15 meters is 21 megahertz. 20 meters is 14 megahertz. So that 10-meter trap, I'm sorry, the 15-meter trap, and the 10-meter trap and the 15-meter trap now become short. Now, you got the full antenna all the way out to the end for 14 megahertz. Anyway, I found the driven element, which is where the coax connects to in the center part, center radius of the antenna, was full of water. Brand new, brand new antenna from MF from DX Engineering. Brand new antenna. I put it together, put the drainage spots where it's supposed to be, full of water in the 10-meter traps on the driven element, full of water. I had to take them apart, blow all the water out of them, and clean it. And I put some polyurethane around, sprayed polyurethane on it, soak those coils really good. Put it all back together, tested it, worked fine. Imagine that. But the trap was full of water. Still got to figure out how that is, but anyway, let's see. And then I've got a 2 meter, let's see, who is that? J Square, not J Square. Oh, heck, I don't remember the name of it now. But it's a 9 element 2 meter Yagi, and I had it set up for SSB, which is horizontal polarity, and it's SSB is a lower frequency, which means the elements are longer. Yeah, here we go. Anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, I reconverted it back to FM side 2 meter. I'm sorry, FM part of the band. So I checked that this morning. Swept it, swept fine. I had a dual band antenna, a little collinear antenna on the very top, which is my general purpose 2 meter 440. I swept it, it swept fine. So everything's sweeping fine. So basically, I'm going to have I think it's a diamond antenna. It's about 4 foot long, little fiberglass. So it's 2 meter 440 on the top. That's general purpose. Then right below it's going to be I think it's FM square. Anyway, the 2 meter beam. Um, it'll be right under that, and right up below that, it's going to be a 6 meter 4 element beam antenna, and then below that, it's going to be the high gain TH3 Junior. So, in amongst all that work that I got to do, I'm adding 10 foot to the tower to make it roughly 43 feet to get it off the ground a little bit more, because I need a little bit. The higher up you go with this HF stuff, the better it works. Um, but I'm in where I live. I can't go as high as I want to and have a guide tower, so I just have to do the best I can. Uh, so that will allow me to have better antennas, a little bit more range, a little bit more line of sight. Hopefully that'll help. And getting a functioning beam, from 2015 10 will help out there too. And more height will allow me to use longer wire antennas, so I can build better wire antennas to do the lower bands. At least that's my plan. And then we'll try to find another vertical antenna that I can use. Replace that old DX77. That DX77 is wore out. And what I'm looking for is a Cushcraft R8. I had one of those before and let it go. That was a good antenna, and I'll find one day, and I'll put this back on there. Anyway, I get tired of doing FT8. FT8 make a lot of contacts. Boy, you can go on there and log on to FT8 and pick a band and go in there and just do. You can just sit there and call CQ automatically. And you can rack up a lot of contacts on that, but it's I believe it's a 3 minute turnaround, 2 or 3 minute turnaround for contacts. All you basically doing is exchanging your location, then your signal report 73s. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. It's not fun. It's a good way to get your work. That's how I got my worked off states. I mean, that's good for that. But I haven't been on phone in a long time. I haven't done anything like that because I just don't have a good way to transmit. As a matter of fact, I almost got out of the hobby, but I'm gonna get back into it, or I'm getting back into it. At least I didn't sell all my stuff this time. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that. I got to get that done. I got to get all these antennas and stuff done. Get a working system because then it's going to get warm enough to where I can start doing work on the house, doing siding work and stuff like that. We want to take this old vinyl siding, I think it's aluminum siding, off the the eaves of the house and all this kind of stuff. And it's some kind of a dingy, I don't know, kind of a brownish reddish, no, not brownish reddish, kind of brownish pinkish paint. And I've got some woodwork that needs to be redone, a little rot here and there. And house ain't been taken care of outside in a long time. So we're gonna pull all that old siding off because we hate it. We're gonna clean up any woodwork that needs any soffits or any of these or anything like that that needs fixed. And go in there and prime it or whatever and paint it and get the outside looking good. We've got some landscaping to do that I started last year and didn't finish. We had a bunch of hedges and shrubs or whatever you want to call it that was around the front corners of the house, and we pulled those things up. They My wife don't like them, and personally, they were a pain in the butt. So anyway, got to finish what we started there and change some things up. Then we want to work on some internal work to the house. We want to remodel the bathroom, the master bathroom. It needs a lot of love. It's back in the 80s. We got to do that. And then if we do that, we want to remodel the kitchen. We're not going to get too crazy. It's just got some wallpaper that's hideous. We'll pull that wallpaper down and repaint everything, and that'll help a lot. We're going to keep the we're going to redo the counters. The counters I think are in good shape. Just got the what is that mess? I don't even know what's on there right now. But we're going to pull the counters up. It's linoleum or laminate. We'll pull the laminate up and see what needs to be done there, right there. Make sure everything's level. And I'm going to go back with I'm going to put ceramic tile on there. I've done that before. We kind of like it, and it's cheaper than a lot of things. And I'm starting to get good at it. So we're going to do that and just spruce it up a little bit. We're going to change the sink out because we absolutely hate that sink. Somebody put I forgot what they call that, big with a small on the side. We hate that. The people that lived there before did some kind of sketchy plumbing on the drain, and I never have touched it. We don't want to touch anything until we remodel. So, but we're going to pull the wallpaper out, repaint, redo the cabinet. The cabinets are fine. They're oak cabinets. My wife wants to keep them. We're just going to give them a good cleaning. Um, that's what she wants. But redo the counters. We're thinking about buying a new fridge. We might do that after the remodel. I don't know. Just with this recession coming, I hate to spend money. So we'll do that. We want to repaint the living room and the foyer and the inner hall because it's got the most hideous yellow, canary piss yellow you ever saw. And I hate it. That almost made me not buy this house. So we're going to do all that, clean it all up, paint it. And once we get all that done, I think the house will be very good. I think we decide to sell, have a lot better chance of being sold. But if the housing market's even there, I mean, who knows with this Fed's raising interest rates, recession about to hit us full stream. We're about to be in for a bad time. And I don't want to get political here, but no, I'm not going to. Anyway, I'll get my blood pressure will go up. So anyway, I got a lot going on, and I don't know which direction I want to go as far as the channel. I still like repairing stuff. It's just I can't. It just doesn't make sense. I've never been a hoarder. I throw stuff away on a semi-annual basis. Oh, I used that in 3 years or a year. It's gone. I can't stand clutter. And this is neat enough to not bother me, drives because I'm OCD and all this. It's good enough where it doesn't drive me crazy, but I can't stand clutter, and I don't have nowhere to put nothing. All the stuff I showed you behind me, don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this stuff. I'm honestly thinking about nobody in this town is going to buy something like that and pay what you think it's worth. I'm honestly thinking about maybe later on having a online garage sale. Somebody wants it, pay me a. I ain't gonna expect top market price, but I'm probably gonna offload this. Somebody wants it, I'll make them a good deal. We'll try to, they'll have to pay shipping or they can come pick it up. But shipping's gotten so atrocious now, it's just not even funny. Last time I sold a bunch of stuff on eBay, I took a beating on shipping, even though I charged extra. I charged what they said to charge for shipping, and I added extra for packaging and all this stuff and handling and boosted that, and I still took a beating on eBay. I made a bunch of money, but I could have made more. Anyway, if I would decide to offload some of these radios and stuff like this, um, if somebody wants it, we'll fix it up to where y'all can contact me, and if y'all want any of this stuff, let me know. We'll work out some kind of arrangement, and I want to offload a bunch of this stuff. Anyway, I don't have nothing else going on. That's as far as outside projects. That's what I got going on. It's the ham radio stuff. I want to get my antennas, and today would have been a great day to work on it. I just didn't feel like climbing the tower. Um, I had decided what I want to do with those traps, and one of the boots on those traps on that brand new antenna, one of the boots is already split, and that's a big problem with these things. Makes me kind of want to bring that Mosley back out and see if I can figure out what its problem is. Uh, I don't know. So I got to get my ham radio stuff going back again. I've got the antenna project for my work I'm trying to do. Then we got the house we got to work on, and so hopefully in that time there, what one thing I'd like to do is that night amplifier is finally just sit down, find a transformer for it, get the transformer in, put it in, get that thing refurbished and working. Um, and there's several other projects I had started last year, and I said I was going to finish it this year. I don't even remember what they are. So um, I do have a green record player, this little RCA Victor record player. Um, I couldn't. It. I replaced the capacitors in the power supply. However, I think it had a CAN power supply that I didn't restuff. I don't remember why I didn't do it, but when I put external capacitors in there and just bypassed it, I didn't have any room because the amp chassis is about this big. So I took the selenium rectifier out and put a smaller rectifier, a silicone rectifier, but that made the B plus go higher. Well, to do that, then now my filter capacitor that I had in there, one of the, it was too small a value. It was right at the peak. I mean, right at the working voltage, and I didn't want to put a drop-in resistor in there because there's just no room to dissipate any heat. So I'm going to revisit that. I'm going to take that, see if I can get that capacitor out, and probably just restuff it. Put that selenium back in there. There's nothing wrong with selenium. I mean, if they work good, they work good. I've got stuff working in them and working fine. And if selenium bad, I'll replace it then. So that'll be next. And I didn't have nothing to test it with. Didn't have no records. So I went to bought me this right here, a little 33, a little Dixieland. Yeah, I kind of like this stuff, but I just needed some music, and everybody wanting thousands of dollars now for this stuff. So I just picked one that looked good. The track looked good on it, just to test record players. So I wanted to get, and I got ELO, Mama Ma Bell, whatever that is, the living thing. Not my favorite ones, but at least I could test the 45 portion of it. I don't think anybody's going to use this thing, or I don't know what I'm going to do with a record player. I've been there, done that too. So But it's just a cool. I love the color of that thing and the design of it. That's why I got it. Anyway, that's all I had. Um, you know, you guys have any suggestions for anything or know a project that I started on I didn't finish? Y'all would like me to finish? Let me know. Um, I just not that I'm in a rut. It's just I'm thinking of things. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. No, I'm not 90 years old. Feel like it sometimes, but it's just see where things are going, and I need to start thinking about. If I had a lot of room, a bigger house, something like that, and I had a way to uh, uh, display this stuff nicely, but when I pass away, I don't want my wife to be burdened with this stuff. My kids ain't going to want this stuff. Nobody's going to want most of this stuff. They're not going to know what to do with it. I've seen so many people pass away, silent keys and stuff like that, that, people are trying to get rid of their stuff. They work their whole life and they obsessed over all this stuff. And then they die, and all this stuff that they did, it doesn't mean a hill of beans after, said and done. Matter of fact, when you're on your deathbed or, you're about to die, none of this is going to matter. You know, changes your way of thinking. I'm not dying, I don't hope, but I'm just saying there's got to be more to life. And I'll say that I'm not as close to the Lord as I should be, and I need to be. Should have been in church today, and I didn't. I got a lot to answer for. And I ain't speaking for nobody else, but I'm speaking for me. I got a lot to answer for, and I got a lot on my mind. But anyway, um, I don't know what else to talk about. I don't remember if I showed you guys this or not. This is the coolest little calculator you ever saw. Is a conversion calculator. I have my glasses on. International Unit Conversions Calculator. Now, don't ask me to pronounce the name of this. Kabruter Kampf. This video needs to be reversed. But anyway, you can convert anything to anything. This is the coolest thing I've had in a long time. Convert inches to millimeters, millimeters to inches, ounces to pounds, or whatever. This does it. Let's see, what else do I have? Found this in a tube caddy. This is pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Science Fair Electronics, a division of Tandy. I don't know if this stuff is backwards or not. Look at the prices on that stuff. One tube radio, $4.95. Electric organ, 20. What is that? $22 and what was that? 55. No, I'm sorry, $5.95. Two transistor radio, $3.95. All kinds of stuff. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what else have I got? I have my ham radio license. I don't have it in my wallet. Let's see. Got this here a while back. Amateur radio, the ARRL. I got it from them. LCF calculator, type A, whatever that means. Pretty cool. I've used it a couple of times. Let's see what's on the back of this. Single layer coil winding calculator. I've used that too. Well, I did feel experimental at one time and started as trying to figure out stuff. I think it's pretty accurate. Let's see. What else going on? Oh, I tell you, I hadn't showed many people this, but When I worked at the hospital, it's like been over 15 years, about, well, let's see, about 13 years ago. Got bored one day, so I like Star Trek. I don't really care for the new crap. I don't care for the new crap at all. Anyway, I got bored one day, so I made this out of paper clips, a fork clip, and penny Enterprise. I've had that for years. Boss walked in. What are you doing? I'm building a starship. That's the coolest little thing I've ever made as far as this kind of stuff goes. And I've kept it. It's a stupid paper clip. The things you do when you get bored. There's even the bridge. I used a little blob of solder to do the bridge area. Didn't have room to do the bottom, but is that not cool? Things you do when you get bored, right? What else have I got going on? Not much. Oh, let me turn that over. There's a bummer. This is in Alabama at that air base over there. I don't remember the name of it, but somewhere in here, these are some slides that I've yet to get converted. Oh, you don't want to see that. That's me and my wife on the beach, Pensacola. Somewhere I've got pictures of the SR-71. I've also got pictures of submarine. I don't remember that. I'm sorry, guys. My memory sucks. Okay, so I can't remember this. I don't. I don't. My memory is bad. And some people treat me like I'm stupid. I hate that. It's just my memory is so bad, and I don't know why. But I think everybody I talk to, so they can't remember stuff either. But anyway, they're talking about going back to the beach. Yeah, I don't really want to go to the beach, but hey, makes them happy. Grandbaby, he's gonna want to go to the beach when he gets a little older, when he gets old enough to understand it. So I'll be going to the beach with him. Maybe I can lose some pounds, and I won't look as my legs are skinny, my arms are skinny, and everything else, but my stomach is like I swallowed a Volkswagen. And a lot going on. At least I got my shop cleaned up, like I said. Got a few things reorganized. Got rid of some junk that I don't need, and I'll never be able to find all that stuff I moved. But I can walk in here now and not roll my eyes. Oh my God, I need to clean this place. I worked on something the other day and I took some video of it. What was it? Oh, microwave. Our microwave went out. About a year old. Walmart. So Hamilton Beach. Uh, Went out. Fuse was blown. I tried to make a video repairing it. And of course, they didn't have no fuse. They used a ceramic 20 amp fuse, microwave fuse that they call it. So I found some at Home Depot, I think it was. Anyway, I made a video and it's like, oh hell, all he did was change the fuse. Shit, we can do that. So I didn't feel like it was worth bothering y'all with that video. It's in the recorder, the camcorder back there, but nah, it's a stupid video. I just ain't gonna do that to you. So I'll find something else to make a video about. I'm trying to figure out. I've got this transoceanic that we worked on the other day, and it's sitting there, not doing nothing. That's a good radio. I took it out the other night and listened to it outside. Got away from all this no electrical noise. Amazing what that thing picked up. I've picked up stations I can't hear in my truck radio. This thing is a really good receiver. It's like they wasn't kidding. So I'll hang on with that. As it gets summertime, it gets a little bit warmer, be able to go outside and probably have a campfire outside here. I'm gonna build a fire pit. We used to have one until I built this building, and it Had to build the building where our outdoor recreation center was. So we'll make a new one. Again, we're cramped for room. Everything we do has a consequence. But I done figured out where I can build one that shouldn't burn the building down. So that's one of my next projects here. I should have done that today, but I had to really feel like moving that. My back's been hurting me. Anyway, that's enough of that. I just decided to get on here, run my mouth a little while, bore y'all to death. It helps me sometimes to talk about stuff so I can remember and get my place back in this world. Anyway, I think the next video I'll come up with something. But if y'all can tell me one of my projects I worked on y'all want to see finished, just let me know. I don't know if we'll want to vote on it or not, but no, I don't feel like working on that Atwater Kent. But I think the next one I'm going to do is that little night, right? That little night amplifier. I think it deserves it like it's seen hell. So I think it deserves some love. But I'm going to do the record player first, and then I'll do the night, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. It's about 4:15 here, and we'll clean up my cleanup, and all my family should be getting home here soon, so I'll have to be dealing with them. So they still have to go to the grocery store. So I hate grocery shopping. Anyway, I thank each and every one of you guys for watching. If there's 4 of you guys on here right now with 4 likes. And yes, I keep looking up, and the camera's down here. I need a camera right in the middle there. Anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, every subscriber, and I'm getting close to 500. It's gotten up there, and it's kind of held. I think I'm at 478 right now. I'm hoping to get 500. If I get 500, that'd be good for me. But I got to get some better material. But it's just what I explained to you guys earlier. This, what's going on in my head and things, and where I'm at in life, and I don't know. I'm not trying to desert nobody or nothing like that. It's just been over that 100 times already. Hey, look, got somebody. Yeah, Brum Adam. Did I say that right? Yeah, I agree. That night needs some love. It needs to be restored to a working order. I think that's a good idea. That will be next. The record player is going to be first because I have I don't know. It's going to be those 2 next. So, anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. We've been on here for a little over 48 minutes, and I'm going to go get up and walk around. My back's hurting, and I got to get everything closed down because, like I said, my family will be back here from shopping here anytime now. So, anyway, take care, everybody. We'll see you down the line there, and thank y'all for watching. Ciao. Ciao, baby.